Beware of destination addiction. The idea that happiness is in the next place, the next job, or even with the next partner. Until you give up the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are. Attitude is contagious. Is yours worth catching? What is a community? We use this word regularly. Close-knit community, strong community, the list goes on. But what really is a community made of? Surely it is not simply the presence of people and buildings. That would be too easy. Surely it is not just a group of people with some things in common. Then even friendships would be considered communities. It is not simply people inhabiting the same space, because then the word would be synonymous with neighborhood, town, or city, but it's not. So what then is it that makes a community a community? To me, a community is made up of its moments. My moments in this community began when I was 13. I came here scared, shy, awkward, full of acne and braces. My transition to Westminster was a challenge. I had left a world of comfort and security for something new and intimidating. From the start, I felt like an outsider. As a mere nameless freshman, I would hide in the dusty corners of the old Baxter Academic Building. I would feel terrified, waiting under the foyers for the bell to ring, just praying to go unnoticed by the intimidating upperclassmen looking down on me. I called my parents in tears every night during the fall, begging them to pick me up and take me home. I have no friends, I would cry. Nobody even knows my name. This may have been a tad dramatic, I admit. But I swear that's what it felt like at the time. On one of the worst days of that fall, I took a serious tumble down the steps leading into Baxter. For those of you who remember Baxter, you know how traumatizing, both physically and socially, an event like this could be. For those of you who don't remember Baxter, let's just say that it would not have been unusual for the majority of the school to be looking out the windows at that time to see me hit the ground, skirt overhead. At the very second the tears were about to break from my eyes, a hand reached down to help me up. Don't worry, Emily, that's happened to me a million times. Ben Smith, future Stanley Cup winner, and at that time, junior prefect, said to me. We walked together into Baxter. Moments. As I got older, things got easier for me on the Hill. I made friends and started to find my stride in the classroom and on the athletic fields. My sophomore year, I managed to make the varsity field hockey team, but our team struggled. It was our first year in the Class A conference, and the competition was tough. We lost. A lot. Everyone on the team was frustrated, myself included. I brushed it off, thinking to myself, this isn't even your real sport. Just worry about hockey. One day, Mrs. Jonkis, or as I knew her then, CMAC, our assistant coach at the time, was asking my thoughts about our season. I mentioned this mentality to her, the whole not caring thing. Needless to say, she was not pleased. Walsh, she said in a stern voice, if that's really how you feel, then you shouldn't be on this team at all. You owe it to yourself and your teammates to treat every sport you play here like it's your sport. And if you can't do that, then don't bother showing up. I finished that season and every field hockey and lacrosse season after that like it was the most important thing in the world to me. Moments. The year after I graduated from Westminster, the girls' hockey team won the New England Championship. They defeated Choate, the same team we had fallen to in the tournament my senior year. I was there watching, feeling every emotion you could imagine. Excitement, sadness, jealousy, all of it. Watching as the team piled on each other in glee in the locker room, Mr. Pope bound and embraced me. "We couldn't have done this without you," he said. Moments. Westminster has changed a lot since I was a student here. New dorms, new academic center, new dining hall, new locker rooms, new students, new faculty. But something that hasn't changed are these moments. Mr. Hughley announcing his engagement and the entire faculty standing up to applaud and congratulate him and his fiancée. Mr. Jonkis tearing up during a faculty meeting while he described the generosity of Augie Heckman to Finley at the bus stop. Mrs. Keogh nursing me back to health from the worst stomach bug in history in a hotel room in Boston. The Stevens family, period. A hug from Mrs. Ulrich just when you need it, a Starbucks run from Mr. D, Mr. Wiseman's stickball announcements, unexpected performances from Mr. Briggs, the list goes on. These moments, martlets helping martlets, are what make up our community. Our willingness to help each other and care for each other and think of each other is what makes this place so great. Your moments on the Hill will not last forever, although you may be able to stretch them out a little by coming back to teach. Take advantage of the moments. Take a break from complaining about boring Saturday nights, too much homework, winter blues, second layers, and all the rest, to just enjoy and be thankful for the moments that happen here every day. We are all lucky to be here, in this place, this community, with these moments. Let's not forget that. Thank you.
If this life is